Alrighty. Hello. I finally got the full body tracking. But excuse me if I seem like a little bit blind because my Steam VR is incredibly grainy, so like I can't exactly see where you guys are, but I'm getting the general vicinity. But this is just like a little honest review. Well, hopefully my Steam VR doesn't have a spaz attack. Um, yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Don't get me wrong, these are really cool. I really like these, right? I was really happy and yippy when these finally arrived today because they took 2 months. And they work really well. But I'm gonna get some of my issues out of the way first. The setup process is fucking ass. It's really annoying and tedious. Cause like, for one, Steam VR doesn't pick up my ankle trackers, even though I have 8. So I have 10, but I'm not using them currently. Just for the sake of ease. So I have 2 feet, ankles, thighs, hips, and chest on right now. But the issue is that it never senses my ankles are there. So like, I mean, you can't really tell 'cause it's not like much of an issue. I can still do what I usually do. Oh yeah, and that thing that I said I was gonna do. There, I did bend over. But besides that, they work fairly smooth. But I feel like I'm not really gonna use the trackers like regularly often. Like I'll use it for like content streaming. Other than that, you're gonna see me use standable estimation because oh my goodness. Like they're comfortable, but it feels like wearing these things feels like you're putting a harness and a leash on a cat. And from as far as you'll know, they don't like that. That's what it feels like. Um and I feel like I have to manually restrict my own movement because these things are like, I don't know. It's weird. So I'm gonna have to get used to them. That's for sure. Other than that, I'm pretty satisfied with what I got. So my setup is I have regular slimes, and then I have a mix of like somatic VR trackers. So I'd have like the chest as my somatic, the hips as the somatics, and then the feet are the somatics. Which the somatics all work. The slimes are the only ones giving me issues. I've used the somatic VR trackers, never had a single issue with them. It's the slimes. So maybe if I swap out the ankles, like I can use the other two as the ankles and like use the other twos that just aren't working as the arms. Like I don't freaking know. Um, I have to figure out how to connect them, but for now, this setup is. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty satisfied with it. But then after this, I'm going right back to standable. I'm gonna be completely. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I have to charge all this, and like, yeah, I'm not. No, I'm not wearing this all day. It's really great. Don't get me wrong, but I think I'm only gonna use this for content. And another thing I think I might want a base station track solution right after I just got slimes. I know, crazy, but I feel like base station track solution's a little bit easier to work with. Um, but I'm gonna wait a couple years down the line. I'm gonna use these for however long they last, like maybe a couple years. I'll keep working with the setup, tweaking settings, doing this, and that, and if they get better, then I might just stick with slimes. And I did hear about the butterfly trackers that they're working on, and I am pretty interested in those. They're like the slime trackers, but like a lot smaller and convenient, which might actually be good for me because like the issue is with the current strap setup right now is that it bothers me. Like I feel like I have to manually like I'm restricting my own movement a lot of the time without noticing that I'm doing it. Like for example, like putting a harness on a cat. They don't like that. Like literally, it's weird, and I'm pretty sure like several people have gone through the same issue as well. But it's like I don't know. But the butterfly trackers they're apparently a lot smaller and whatnot. So yeah, whenever those come out, I want them. Also, I'm starting to realize that the camera's over here, and I was like looking like a little bit over there. Like I said, I apologize if I seem a bit blind, but everything's super blurry right now. So yeah. um, but as for now, that's pretty much it. Like I think they're pretty good. They do what they're supposed to do. the ones that work, that is, the ones that are on do what they're supposed to do. Also, I can't even adjust my chest tracker because like it has a habit of like slipping down. But there are actually extra straps that I have for that. They go like over the shoulders to kind of hold it in place. But the thing is I don't really know how to put them on without like breaking my own shoulders. So I'll see what I can do. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, actually, really good. I'm quite satisfied with this, to be completely honest. The only issue I've been having is calibration. I'm just kidding. Calibration was fine. Um, well, I did have a couple issues though. One was with my feet. They didn't rotate properly. Because for some reason they were like inverted and they tilted very weird. That is actually has a simple fix. That they guess what, you guessed it, they don't tell you about. They have like several videos on this, and I think I haven't watched all of them. And hopefully they tell you about this. But from what I know, most people said they didn't know it because they had to go to some obscure ass setting option instead of putting it in the main setup process. I don't know why they didn't do that. I really don't know why they didn't do that. Like, I feel like some updates I would definitely like to see to this is the foot thing, the foot rotation issue being properly implemented. And if your trackers aren't connected to Steam VR, that should also be in the base like setup process. It says, hey, if you're looking at this and they're not connected, either go to like our Discord or go to like the freaking website to see the solutions. That would do wonders because I spent several hours being insanely confused and not knowing what to do, and I had to look that up manually, even though it's listed as one of their top known issues. Like, is that just me? Like, I feel like that should all just be built up into the base setup process instead of having to go to a bunch of settings just to find out what the problem is. Like, I don't know, like, definitely I've had a bunch of skill issues with a bunch of things, don't get me wrong. All right, like, there's some things that I just read through and didn't understand. But some things that are like obvious issues, like your trackers not being connected to Steam VR, after you're done setting them up and it says, hey, if they're not connected, check this out. I don't know why that's not there. Or hey, if your foot rotation is messed up, go enable this setting and then do a reset. Because it exists, they just don't direct you to it after you complete your setup. I don't know why. It's like you have to go through a bunch of options and find them yourself. And it's not like everything like in the menu needs babying, right? But these two things I feel like need to be more obvious because the problem is I had to spend 5 years finding them when they could have made my setup process like only an hour. And I could have figured out like tweaking like the smoothing and the whatnot and the other things I needed to change. I would have been it. But other than that, it works. But the setup process was kind of a mess. Would I recommend getting them? Sure, do what you please. But I think if I'm not filming a video or something, I'm going back to standable. I was going to keep adjusting my chest tracker. I want to get like that strap system set up that goes over my shoulders. That way they're not like dropping. But anyways, that's it. I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go now. I'm probably gonna use these on what's it called? Tomorrow's live stream. So yeah. Other than that, after that trim, I'm taking them right off and I'm going back to standable because I'm not. No, no. But yeah.